is. That's its main source of energy. Detached sex. No love. That's why in the Holocaust, their biggest research, some of it was, of course, how to get people fearful. They learned, they were studying mind control, that if you disconnect them from love, they can be mind controlled. Why do you think they were obsessed with the bond between the mother and her child? That was love. They weren't trying to figure out the beauty of it, they were trying to destroy it. Certain chemicals, electromagnetism, everything. Implemented now. This is what that was all about. This is why everything has become so perverted and detached. They're eating the energy. Every time you have an orgasm, especially to something perverted, what is that? You need to ask yourself, why am I having an orgasm? Looking at a two-dimensional image, some perverted pornography, you're just rewiring your brain because you're not connected to love and spirituality. It just becomes a thought that triggers the orgasm, the symbol. They attach themselves energetically to that symbol, and when you have an orgasm and emit that energy, it goes to that. You talk about celibacy like, again, that's how they screw with you. You are either good or you are bad. It has nothing to do with good or bad. You just happen to be inside of a tumor. And unfortunately, that's what makes it grow. If you weren't, have sex with love all you want. But that's not your paradigm right now. And so, if you hear this and you continue to do that, well, if you don't connect to the Creator, you won't be able to stop sex. It's more addictive than crack. Sex detached from love is an addiction. Look how much energy you put into getting it. And then how long does that orgasm last? You go through a refractory period and you find yourself looking to do it again. It can be, why do you think porn gets worse and worse and worse? Just like people need more and more and more of a drug. It's, you don't understand. It's the life essence they absorb when you do that. It's the whole point. So, I mean, how many detached orgasms do you think occur every day on this planet? It is not about whether sex is good or bad. That's why they're really hitting up children. They're hitting up both ends, getting them to be detach, and hip-hop plays a big role in that. Gothic, emo type of stuff plays a huge role in that. All created for kids, thinking they're rebelling when it's all created by these crazy men in their, World Bank suits. That's why Disney starts you early thinking about sex. They need that. That's their energy. And they have to attach it to violence to make it perverted. That's why you have cheerleaders at a football game. That's why you have sex scenes in horror movies. They're trying to combine violence with sex because then to be violent is to not appreciate another creation, which is a guarantee that you're not connected to love. Therefore, the energy is usable by the cancer. It's not about whether you're good or bad. It's about you're being used to your own demise. And when it attains enough energy, it makes that scalar jump. And all the Illuminati, all the people that worshipped this energy, that were promised everything under the stars. Here, look, I want you to be alive. Here, look, see? I'll make you immortal. Here's the technology for it. Here, I want you. Trust me. Sure. It follows their thought stream. They're disconnected, so it's easy. That's what psychic is. Psychics are not connected to intuition. Most of them. At all. They're reading the energy of this cancer, which tells them whatever they want it to be. An alien, what are these alien beings? They're just other beings like you that were already taken over by it. That's all. If you're disconnected from love, that's why this psychic, can beat you. Just watch as your thoughts form as they occur. And counters them. Whatever doubt you have about it, it counters it. If you're intuitive, it can't. It can't see it emerge. That's how I saw the entity possessing my ex-girlfriend for the first time. Through the eyes of intuition, caught it off guard. It was resisting me seeing it. Didn't know, couldn't read it in my mind. In your scalar relationship with the Creator, you're afforded your individuality and individual expression, not cancer. Once it takes you over, you're a slave. You think you have power. Witches think they have power. These sorcerers think they're using the Kabbalah. See, you have sorcerers, witch people that get into this. They'll use different energy techniques. So I'm going to use the claw. The claw is where I send this imaginary claw out and put it around somebody's heart and mind and send my intent and control them with it. And then all that is a consciousness connected to you and to them. And if they have low enough self-esteem, they can be controlled, and it does it for you and tells your mind that you're actually using some sort of power. It wants you to believe that. It's doing it for you. I mean, you really have to think about it. It should be obvious, but it's not. See, you have people that are worshiping this energy, and they feel they are given powers without realizing the most very basic thing. What are those powers given to you for? Control over what? What are those powers given to you for? If there are Satanists, people into witchcraft, Illuminati members listening to this, what are your powers given to you for? What are they given to you for? To control what? Other people. I'm sorry, let's back up here for a second. This energy has come to hijack the entire human race. Why would it not give you power over other people to manipulate them? That's the whole point. See, people think they're getting powers. Powers to do what? To destroy your own kind. I don't know if there is a clearer, more precise definition of insanity than that. I mean, if you knew what was going on, adult men raping children hard, sorcerers using witchcraft over people, and voodoo, where are all these energies being directed? At other people. Am I right or am I wrong? If you're a sorcerer, where's this confidence you have coming from? What are you confident in? Your ability to do what and to who? To control and hurt your own kind. And if you haven't figured that out yet, that means you're a Wiccan. Which means they have you calling it a craft. You don't know entities are doing it for you. And so they want you to be sympathetic towards it. So, I don't know, this isn't in numbers, it's words, but if I used the word equation or math, this would be what, first, second grade math? How hard is it to be able to deduce that they are going to take away all of your freedom when the time's right? That when the time is right to hijack the human race, those that were doing it, that were promised to not be harmed when it happens, to be given a break because they helped. How did they help again? Let's just recap. What were they doing to, quote, help? Oh yeah, destroy the whole human species. What are they? Oh, that's right. They're the human species. What was its agenda again? To give you power to do what? Control and harm and manipulate and destroy the human species. You know, they look at it like, well, I myself am not doing that. They don't understand the collective impact of the whole thing. They don't get it. They think they're going to be spared for some strange reason. The mind control works to convince a species to